Hi, we're live at FDIC 2010, and we're here with the Lifetime Achievement Award winner for this year, a man who needs no introduction, Chief Ron Sarnecki, the Executive Director of the National Fallen Firefighters, great friend of fire engineering, great friend of FDIC, and a man who has moved this program and this country forward with such passion, such force that as I read that bio, I was like, holy mackerel, when does this man sleep?
About 2 hours a week.
Oh, shit. No, God bless. What a wonderful deal and well-deserved award. I can't imagine anyone else more deserving of the Lifetime Achievement Award. I know Tommy would be extremely proud because training, education is all about preventing death and saving lives, and that's what the National Fallen Firefighters are about.
And I appreciate that. You know, when I was in the back behind the curtain waiting for to come out on stage, I'm sitting there looking at the names of the past recipients. I'm like, man, I am humbled because I surely don't think I need to be here. But it was a great day, a great experience. And you know, that award represents a lot of efforts of a lot of people to really help make the fire service safer.
But all those people, to the man, would say, it's your leadership, it's your energy, it's your relentless pursuit of not only consoling those who have suffered a tragic event, I mean a sudden, catastrophic, unexpected horror, which you have to deal with constantly, unfortunately, and constantly is the only word to use, as sad as that is. And then you do all the rest of it, from the initiatives to the Courage to be Safe, to the everyone goes home, to the memorial every year. I mean, it's almost too much in its scope to think that any one man is carrying that much weight. Because I remember when you used to be about 6'11", and now you're...
I know, I feel like it's... some days it does weigh, but you know, I grew up in a fire service family. I can remember my earliest memories of a very small child in the firehouse. My mom and dad were charter members. They started the fire department in our community because we didn't have any fire protection. So I grew up there.
Wow.
So they instilled in me that need for community service, to give back, to help, and I'm fortunate. I've gotten that trait from them, and I never lost it. And as I talked about earlier, the other piece is, you know, we have to decide what our core values in life are. Everybody has to make that decision. And for me, it's pretty simple. It's, you know, do the right things for the right reasons. That's how I live, and for me, it's easy when I got to make decisions. Now, they may not be popular decisions, but if it's the right thing for the right reason, you can get up in the morning, you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, I did what I thought was best for the organization, for the fire service. And so it all ties together. It all ties to the importance of committing somewhere along the line of making what we have in front of us better when we hand it off to the next person.
Wow.
Because that's our legacy. That's what we have.
And that's why you are where you are. What's next for the National Fallen Firefighters? What's coming up?
Well, a bunch of stuff. You know, we now have a relationship with NASCAR, which is pretty cool. And we are doing some events around the country with that. Fundraising is a big piece.
Golf tournaments coming up?
We've got almost 50 golf tournaments around the country. And, you know, one of the things that we want to tell people is those fundraising endeavors, such as what we're doing here with the Fun Run and Stop, Drop, Rock and Roll, you know, those dollars go right to programs. They're not paying for salaries. Yeah. You know, I fly coach like everybody else. I drive my own car to work, you know. That's the one thing of when you're not a chief anymore, you do miss that.
Right.
Having the
free
car. But that's all right. It's doing it for the right reasons. But we're kicking off more fundraising initiatives because we're doing more programs. We're getting to a point where we can do more service to the families and more efforts to help the fire community deal with the tragedies and prevent the tragedies. And that's why we're excited about the Vulnerability Assessment Project that we're working on with the Fire Administration, with some of the new programs with our local assistant state teams, the response teams, so that we can help begin that journey for those families and those departments on the right path instead of one that has a lot of issues and dilemmas along the way.
Well, we've got the right man leading us, and I'm so happy to be able to share the stage with you today. It was one of the most distinct honors of my career to hand you that award and be able to be there with you and share that moment, and I'll never forget it, and I'm just so proud to know you and be your friend and thank you for what you're doing for every firefighter.
And I
Thank you
do
very
appreciate
much.
that, Bobby.
Well,
And
God bless you.
as I said, you know, the friendships that we build along the way in the fire community, we keep forever.
We got to keep eating ribs in airports.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And we got to keep remembering by making that commitment to always tell the story. And when I got here at FDIC, Bobby gave me one of the squadron coins for this year's event, and it has the Fireman's Journal logo on the front, which is a really unique piece of our history. And I think that's critical. You know, we hear all these discussions about culture and tradition and where we've been and where we're going. And we've got to keep a little bit all along the way. And yes, it's going to change, it's going to develop in all that we do, but we can never forget where we've been or we won't know where we're going.
Absolutely. And what our values are and what our principles are. And as long as we do that, we do the right things for the right reasons.
It's the best we could do.
And it's the best we can ever do.
Yeah. Thank
Ron,
you
we
for
love
having me.
Thank you for everything.